Good morning, sunshines. It is 1:30 in the morning and I have just woken up. So I'm sure that there will be a nap around probably 6 a.m. Hopefully from like 4 to 6. I don't really like sleeping from 6 to 7 because my kids are awake during that time. And even though they're really, really good kids, I still like to be awake when they're awake so I can make sure they're getting ready for school. Which they pretty much always do. They're super self-sufficient. Anyway, I think I'm gonna knit for a little bit before I start figuring out what I want to do with my day. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. Oh yeah, it's October 2nd, by the way. Last night as I was going to sleep, my son came downstairs and asked if he could borrow my phone so that he could call his other mom. So I said yes, and I was asleep before he brought my phone back. But look, he also brought me a piece of cake. I think this is his piece of cake. This is probably the leftover of what he didn't eat. But I think that's really sweet. I'm not going to eat it, but it was a really sweet thought.
Good morning, piggies!
So I went back to sleep from 4:30 to 6:30. I wasn't planning on staying... Oh, again, itch on my nose. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on staying asleep that long, but then this one crawled into bed with me at about 5 in the morning, and she slept through all the alarms up until 6:30, so instead we stayed asleep. And now she's all ready for school. Oh, you got me. And I don't have any plans until knit group later because my sister went to a concert last night, so we're not hanging out this morning because she's going to sleep. So I don't know what I want to do yet today in the morning time.
Are you gonna come to school?
Maybe. But I'm not going to work at the school today. I don't
Hey
work
guys,
Wednesdays.
I got a question for all of you. In the comments, tell us what you want to be when you grow up. I want to be everything that has to do with art, and I want to collect all of those and have children.
Okay. So you heard her. What do you want to be when you grow up?
And I also
I'm
want
still
to be
trying
a
to decide what I want to be when I grow
YouTuber.
up. So maybe we'll figure that out together. Almost 8 a.m. and I am hanging out in the library parking lot because their internet is much faster than my house's internet, which means that I will be able to upload and stuff faster here. And I'll actually do it because I know if I go home, I'm going to get distracted by all of the things that I want to do around the house. So podcast first, not podcast, vlog first, and then I will go take care of things at home before I go to knitting. So in today's car line knitting, I'm hanging out not in my car. That is not my foot. And it's much prettier. I have to rip out this owl motif because I put 9 puffs in the beginning instead of 8, so all of those rounds are incorrect.
If you had cute feet like mine, you wouldn't have done that.
But I did start together the other motifs at knitting today, so I'll show that when I get home. Here is the owl blanket. I started putting it together at knitting, and it's going crooked because I didn't, zhuzh it enough to make it be a straight blanket. Okay, so it's going to be 4x4. Here is my foot 4 scale on how big the squares are. I wear a woman's size 8. And we're probably going to put a border around it to make it a good sized throat.
So this book is Michigan Chiller series book, and it's pretty cool.
What do you like about it?
I can't really say, but it's really interesting. Mummies turn into humans, and humans are about to turn to mummies, but they really don't. So yeah. And a pyramid that could tell the future.
Very cool. Be so proud. I made it to after 8 p.m., which doesn't happen or hasn't happened with regularity since school started. So this is probably going to be my last check-in for the evening. I don't know when I will fall asleep. I don't feel tired yet, so it could be anywhere between like 8:30 and 1:30. We'll see how it goes. So I have been working on the Froot Loop sock today, and I made pretty decent progress. Let's see. Let's measure. So that's probably like 3.5 inches, because the measurement from here to here is 7.5 inches. So that's pretty good progress. It's on 80 stitches right now, because this is going to be the calf of a pair of knee-high socks. So I'm pretty pleased with that progress. And then I kept my list of things to do today pretty short because it was hangout day with my sister, and you can see that I moved those 2 things from yesterday down, and then I had knit group, and then that's all I planned to do today, so that it would just be super easy and I wouldn't have to think about anything too much. And then the only other thing that I've put in my journal is during family reading time, I read Rethinking Normal, which you can see in the family reading time photo right here. Mara finished a book, so she had to start a new book today. That's why there's 2 Disney princess books. And I actually already took that down to my bedroom. I'm hanging out in the living room on my, dirty coffee table. Sorry, I should have wiped this off before recording, but I just wanted to, that's real life. Real life is my coffee table is dirty because my kids use it as a crafting area and my dog sheds all the time. And I swept the floor earlier today, but I didn't wipe off the coffee table since yesterday. So anyway, I already took this downstairs. So when I go downstairs, I will write the page number that I'm on and how many pages total. Sort of like you can see I added over here. This is the book I read yesterday, and I forgot to write about it after I read about my day. And then I am about to start, before I go to bed, An Extraordinary Union by Alyssa Cole, which is the first book in a trilogy. And I read the second and third, but I didn't realize that there was another one because it wasn't in at the library when I picked up the others. So I will be starting this tonight. So let's go ahead and look at what I did today. I did cast down the second pomatemus, I'm not quite through the upper leg on the Froot Loop, but I am going to put it on a longer needle so I can try it on tomorrow and see how much longer I have to go on the upper leg. But you can see right here, I'm counting how many rounds I have. I decided I would do work from this marker to this marker, that number of rounds. So I have 4 left to go. So once I get through there tomorrow, I will try on the sock and see if it is through the calf, and if not, how much longer I need to go on that. So I started the neon ski bonnet today, but nothing there, nothing for unicorn socks. Nope, I did 1 round on the nightingale today. Good job, me. Nope, nope, no. Oh, I did work on this. I didn't take any footage of this today. Maybe I'll take a picture tomorrow morning while I'm, yes. So right here will be the picture that I take actually in the future and insert during editing. And then the owl blanket. So we are not going to do plain squares. So I'm going to take that out. We are probably instead going to do a border around the outside. We is myself and my sister. The border might be her part because it's a joint gift between the two of us. So far, it's a joint gift because I'm doing the work and she is purchasing the supplies, but she might do the border because I'll have done all the inside work. So this might change to border. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how we feel once it's all made. I started bordering the motifs, started the eyes and the nose, and sewing them together. Well, I've sewn one on. 1 square is completely finished. So over here, I read informational. I will be reading for pleasure. And I cleaned for 15. It was garbage day this morning, so I took my bedroom garbage because I have a full-sized garbage can down there, mostly because my boyfriend needs to have a full-sized garbage can that he can throw his garbage in. I tried giving him a small one and he just never used it, so I gave him a big one. But it was garbage day and it was only half full, but he had thrown away food in there and I didn't want it sitting around for another week. So I took it into my daughter's room and managed to fill half the bag from her room. And then I did do work on a modular project. I did not spin 15. I need to get back to that. I'll put that on my to-do list tomorrow to spin to make sure I do it. And then today was a chill day. So I will color in the star with the chill color. And then all of my journaling stuff is downstairs. So I think I'm going to go downstairs and set up for tomorrow because I am not tired yet, which is exciting. But you'll see that on tomorrow's vlog. So I'm going to sign off for the night.
P, how do you feel about blanket weather? You say yes? Do you like it? What do you think? Oh, hello. Hi. What do you think? Is it good? Do you say yes? It's great.